Hey snack lovers, let's face it, whether you're sneaking a treat at work, sharing with friends, or just stress eating at midnight, M&Ms, Oreos, and KitKats have all been there for you. Let's talk about why these snacks are pretty much the best thing ever. Let's start with M&Ms. Those colorful guys are designed to not melt in your hand, but definitely melt in your mouth. They're like tiny party guests, always ready to bring the fun wherever you go. Then there's Oreo, the ultimate twist, lick, dunk experience. Did you know there are enough Oreos to circle the earth 300 times? Yup, we're basically swimming in cookies. And KitKat, that iconic snack, is so satisfying, it practically defines taking a break. Plus, in Japan, you can find flavors from matcha to wasabi. Talk about versatility. So, what's the secret behind these treats? We'll dive into how they're made, why they're so addictive, and the little things that make each one special, like making sure every M&M is perfectly coated, every Oreo is filled just right, and every KitKat snap feels oh so good. Get ready to unwrap the fun behind your favorite snacks, because it's always the right time for a treat. Consumer experience: a day with M&M, Oreo, and KitKat. Alright folks, let's talk snacks, because honestly, what's better than a day made sweeter by M&Ms, Oreos, and KitKats? Let's break it down. It's morning, the emails are piling up, and you need a pick-me-up. M&Ms to the rescue. Seriously, who can resist a rainbow of chocolatey goodness? Fun fact, over 400 million M&Ms are made every day. That's right, enough to fill an Olympic swimming pool. Though I wouldn't recommend swimming in it, or maybe I would. It sounds kind of awesome. M&Ms aren't just about taste, they're a staple at parties and celebrations, a symbol of fun and good times. It's practically impossible to be grumpy with a handful of these colorful little guys. M&Ms are all about anytime fun. Just pop a few in your mouth and keep that chaos rolling. Then comes the afternoon slump. You're yawning, the couch is calling, and what do you need? Oreos, baby, twist, lick, dunk. Oreos got your back. It's the cookie that's practically a time machine, taking you straight back to the good old days. Oreos are all about nostalgia. They're the cookies you shared with your siblings, the ones you dunked in milk at grandma's house. And at the end of the day, when you're finally ready to kick your feet up, it's KitKat time. You hear that snap and it's like, the day is done. KitKat isn't just a chocolate bar, it's a mini moment of zen. And it's been a part of our break routine for ages, especially in Japan, where KitKat flavors get wild. Matcha, sweet potato, wasabi. They're basically running a flavor Olympics over there. KitKat is all about relaxation, a reminder to slow down and take a breather. So I gotta ask, when was the last time you took a proper break? Maybe it's time to grab a KitKat and just snap into chill mode. So there you have it, M&Ms for fun, Oreos for nostalgia, and KitKat for those well-earned breaks. Which one's your favorite? Do you twist, lick, dunk, or go for that perfect KitKat snack? Comment below this video and let us know how you make your day a little sweeter. The art of confectionery, M&M's journey from bean to bite. So earlier we talked about how M&Ms are the heroes of your busy mornings, those colorful little bursts of joy that keep you going. But have you ever wondered how they actually become those rainbow-coated treats? What's the story behind that delicious handful that brings so much fun to your day? Step 1: from farm to factory, cocoa farming. It all kicks off in the lush, tropical lands of Cape d'Ivoire and Indonesia basically. Paradise for cocoa trees. These trees love the shade of the towering rainforest canopies, and they're all about making your M&Ms taste as chocolatey as possible. Picture rows and rows of cocoa trees, each one hanging heavy with those plump cocoa pods. It's like Mother Nature set up her very own chocolate factory. Now imagine farmers carefully tending to those trees, giving them the love and care they need to grow the best cocoa beans. These beans are the secret ingredient that makes M&Ms so delicious. They're kind of like the VIPs of the chocolate world. Without these superstar beans, there'd be no rich, creamy chocolate filling the inside of each M&M. And let's be honest, what would we do without that chocolatey goodness? So yeah, it all starts on these tropical farms, where the magic begins to bring you those colorful little treats that make every day just a bit sweeter. Step 2. Turning beans into liquid gold. Once those cocoa beans are ready, they're shipped off to the factory. And let me tell you, things get delicious from here. Imagine walking into a factory and the rich aroma of chocolate just hits you up. It's chocolate heaven. The beans are roasted to perfection, ground, and then melted down into smooth, velvety chocolate. This stuff is the real deal liquid gold. Have you ever heard that the temperature during this stage is kept between 45 and 50 degrees Celsius? Just hot enough to create that creamy texture we all love without losing that cocoa flavor. It's science, but it's also magic. Step 3. Forming the chocolate centers. Next up, shaping that liquid chocolate into the perfect little chocolate centers. The melted goodness is poured into molds to create those tiny nuggets of pure joy. We're talking about precision here. Each piece comes out uniform because no one wants a wonky M&M. Step 4. The sugar shell candy coating. And here comes the part that makes M&Ms. Well, M&Ms. The chocolate pieces are tossed into these huge, rotating drums where they get their sugar shells. Imagine them bouncing around in a giant, spinning bowl as layers of sugar slowly coat each piece. It's like giving every M&M its very own suit of armor, protecting that chocolatey center from melting all over your hands. And believe it or not, this process takes 2 to 3 hours. You've got to be patient to make sure every shell is perfectly crunchy. Step 5. Coloring and polishing, making M&Ms pop. Now that they've got their protective shells, it's time for some color. Each M&M goes through a careful coloring process to get that signature red, yellow, green, blue, brown, or orange. This is where things get bright and beautiful. Picture a conveyor belt of shiny little candies rolling along while spray machines add that burst of color. Did you know each color complies with strict safety standards? So it's not just pretty, it's pretty safe too. After coloring, each M&M is polished to a high gloss, making sure they shine like the little edible jewels they are. If they could talk, they'd say, "Look at me, I'm fabulous." And let's face it, they're right. Step 6. The famous M stamp. Next up, we have the most iconic part of the process, the M stamp. If M&Ms were superheroes, this would be their emblem. Using high-tech printers, every candy gets its famous M. This is no small task. Over 2.6 million M&Ms are printed per hour. It's a process similar to offset printing, except way more delicious. And don't worry, the printers are so gentle that they don't crack the candy shell. It's all about finesse, folks. Step 7. Packing. Finally, these bright little candies are sorted and mixed to get just the right color combo before they're packed. Whether you're grabbing a small bag for a quick snack or a jumbo pack to share or not, the M&Ms are carefully packaged, inspected, and sent off. Fun fact, every pack goes through multiple quality checks to make sure they're perfect before they hit the shelves. The result, millions of M&Ms packed every day, ready to spread some color, fun, and sweetness wherever they go. And there you have it, the journey of M&Ms from cocoa farm to candy bag. So next time you grab a handful of these chocolatey treats to get you through the morning grind, you'll know the story behind their sweetness, one filled with precision craftsmanship and just a bit of fun. The sandwich of sweetness inside the Oreo cookie process. After seeing how M&Ms make their way from cocoa farms to those colorful, poppable bites, it's time to uncover another iconic treat. Now, let's dive into the world of Oreos, those cookies that beg to be twisted, licked, and dumped. How does a humble pile of flour, sugar, and cocoa transform into the perfect Oreo in your hand? Let's take a closer look. Ingredient breakdown. So the journey to cookie greatness starts with getting all the right ingredients because, let's face it, only the best will do for an Oreo. We're talking flour, sugar, cocoa, vegetable oil, salt, and baking soda. Now, this flour, it's top quality wheat flour from local farms in the United States, keeping it local and, well, wheaty. The cocoa, on the other hand, is a bit more glamorous. It comes all the way from Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Indonesia. Basically, only the finest tropical beans for our beloved Oreo. Once those beans are harvested, they get roasted, ground, and transformed into cocoa powder to give Oreos that deep chocolate flavor we all crave. Meanwhile, the sugar's over here, granulated and ready to bring the sweetness. Fun fact, if you laid out all the sugar used in making Oreos in a year, you have a sugar highway long enough to make Willy Wonka jealous. Okay, maybe not scientifically, but you get the point. The dough and wafer creation. Alright, ingredients are in place, and it's time to make some cookie dough. First, the flour, sugar, and cocoa powder are blended together to form a rich, chocolatey dry mix. Then in come the rest: vegetable oil, salt, and baking soda, like the cool kids showing up to the party a little late just to make an entrance. We mix it all together into this velvety, smooth dough that's basically the dark chocolate superstar of cookie doughs. Next, the dough is shaped into tiny spheres and flattened using a mold to create those familiar, iconic wafer shapes. These cookies take a little joyride down a conveyor belt and into a giant oven, where they're baked for about 15 minutes at just the right temperature to get that perfect crispy texture. Ever noticed that oh so satisfying snap? That's all thanks to a perfectly timed bake, my friends. Once baked, these cookies need to chill literally before they get paired up with their creamy partner in crime. The creamy filling. Now onto the part that makes an Oreo irresistible, the creamy filling. And I mean the creamy filling, the one you might be guilty of eating straight off with a spoon. It all starts with sugar, vegetable oil, and Q suspends a secret ingredient. Yes, that iconic Oreo flavor has a hidden trick that nobody knows. The secret is safe in a vault somewhere alongside the Krabby Patty formula, and frankly, I'm okay with that as long as they keep making it this good. The filling is whipped until it's light, fluffy, and has that melt-in-your-mouth quality we all love. Here's a quirky fact: the filling is always piped onto the slightly larger cookie wafer first because, surprise, the bottom wafer is just a teensy bit bigger to hold all of that creamy goodness without spilling over. Engineering meets baking now. That's the kind of genius we can all appreciate. Assembling the cookies. Now it's showtime, the moment when everything falls perfectly into place. The cream is piped onto the bottom wafer in a beautiful swirl, like a little creamy mountain, and then the top cookie is gently placed on top. The cookies get a little love tap to ensure the cream is perfectly distributed, but not so much that it gets squished out the sides. Oreo perfection, my dear. Packaging process. After getting all snuggled up with the cream filling, the cookies head for some chill time. Cooling them down to room temperature helps set that cream just right. But before these cookies can be off to their packaging journey, they have to pass a quality control check. And let me tell you, Oreos do not mess around with quality. Got a crack, you're out, a smear, bye-bye. Uneven cream, better luck next time. Oreos are like the boot camp graduates of the cookie world, only the best survive. Next, it's time to get them packed up. The cookies are stacked into plastic sleeves. Whether that's the classic pack, snack packs, or the I deserve this family-sized pack, we've all been there, no judgment. Robots take care of the packing part, and these things move so fast, they could win a medal for the Olympics of cookie wrapping. Seriously, we're talking thousands of cookies wrapped in no time at all. From there, it's off to the final boxing stage, where they get sorted and shipped all over the world. Think about it, your next Oreo snack is just waiting to take a flight and land in your hands. It's almost like destiny. From the finest cocoa beans to the perfectly balanced cream filling, every step of the Oreo making process is meticulously crafted to create that iconic cookie. And here's a fun fact: over 34 billion Oreos are sold each year, making it one of the best-selling cookies in the world. Now that's a sweet success story worth celebrating. Have a break crafting the perfect KitKat layers. With the secrets of Oreo's crunchy wafers and creamy center now revealed, let's shift gears to another iconic treat, KitKat. It's time to explore what goes into creating those crisp layers, wrapped in smooth chocolate, that make KitKat the ultimate break time companion. From bean to bliss, the cocoa's journey. Alright, picture this. Lush cocoa farms in West Africa, pretty much chocolate paradise. Cacao trees chillin' under the sun. Farmers out there hand-picking the ripest pods with machetes, like some kind of cocoa ninjas. And did you know the cacao tree is called Theobroma cacao, which literally means food of the gods? I mean, sounds just about right, don't you think? Once the beans are scooped out, they're wrapped in banana leaves to ferment like a cozy spa day for these little guys. This is where they develop their rich, chocolatey flavor, and then they sunbathe for about a week to dry. After all that pampering, they're packed into sacks and shipped off to start their superstar journey to becoming KitKats. Isn't it wild that every KitKat starts with a sunbathing cocoa bean? Who knew the key to great chocolate was so much relaxation? Roasting and grinding, unlocking cocoa's rich flavor. Welcome to the KitKat factory where the magic happens. When the beans arrive, they're still raw and kinda meh, but they're about to glow up. First up, roasting. Imagine rows of beans rolling around in big roasters, all warm and toasty, with that nutty chocolate smell wafting through the air. If you ever walk into this place, it's like stepping into a chocolate dreamland. Once roasted, the beans get cooled down and cracked open like treasure chests to reveal the cocoa nibs, tiny but mighty. Then we grind these nibs into cocoa liquor. Don't let the name fool you, no party here. Just smooth, velvety chocolate paste that's about to take over your taste buds. Fun fact, different chocolate makers roast their beans at different temperatures, which is why each brand of chocolate tastes a little unique. Perfect harmony, blending chocolate magic. Now that we've got the cocoa liquor, it's time for a chocolatey group hug. We mix in sugar, milk powder, and a little fat. Think of it like the ultimate chocolate smoothie. And then comes conching. It's basically a spa day for chocolate, lots of stirring, grinding, and refining until it's perfectly silky smooth. This is where the magic really happens, and KitKat's team has it down to a science to get that melt-in-your-mouth goodness just right. Did you know that some fancy chocolates get conched for up to 72 hours? Luckily, KitKat's figured out just the right balance to make it smooth, but keep it snappy. How long would you be willing to let chocolate stir to make it perfect? I think I'd need a taste test to decide. The art of crunch, mastering the wafer layers. Now, let's give some love to the real star, the wafer. KitKat's not KitKat without that signature crunch, right? We mix wheat flour, water, and yeast to make dough, roll it out, and bake it until it's golden and crispy. The smell is like freshly baked cookies, but 1,000 times better. The wafers get cut into squares, stacked up with creamy filling made of crushed wafers and cocoa, and pressed into shape. It's like building the world's most delicious sandwich, crispy layers and that smooth, chocolatey filling holding everything together. Every piece fits just perfectly for that crunch that makes KitKat ... well, KitKat. Did you know some countries even have different wafer-to chocolate ratios to match local tastes? Who knew crunch could be so customizable? Shaping sweetness, transforming wafers into KitKat bars. Alright, now comes the fun part, cutting those crispy wafers into KitKat bars. Sharp blades get to work, slicing the wafer layers precisely, and no crumb goes to waste. Then it's time for the ultimate chocolate shower. The bars glide under a waterfall of melted chocolate, getting that perfect, glossy coat. It's like they're all lined up for the most delicious spa treatment ever. Cool precision, adding the final touches. After their chocolate bath, KitKats head to the cool-down tunnel. Think of it like a chill-out room for freshly coated bars. Here, they're cooled to the perfect temperature, locking in that smoothness and ensuring the chocolate sets with the ultimate shine. Once cooled, they're checked to make sure they're looking fab. Any bar that doesn't meet KitKat standards gets sent back because only the best KitKats deserve to reach your hands. How many KitKats do you think they make in a day? Hint, it's in the millions. No wonder they've got such high standards. Sealed with perfection, ready to delight. Now that the KitKat bars are looking flawless, it's time for the wrapping. Robots, yeah, actual robots wrap each bar at lightning speed. They're wrapped in their classic foil and branded paper, ready to hit the shelves. Seriously, these robots wrap faster than your hands can grab the next one out of the pack. Finally, they're sorted, boxed, and sent off to make their way to stores, and eventually into your snack stash. And there you have it. Every KitKat is made with love, precision, and a whole lot of chocolatey goodness, all so you can enjoy that perfect break. Do you snap and share or keep it all for yourself? No judgment either way, just remember the journey behind that tasty treat. Customization strategies of M&M, Oreo, and KitKat. Alright, today we're talking about customization, and let me tell you, these sweet treats are getting personal. M&M, Oreo, and KitKat each have their own way of adding that extra flair because who doesn't love a snack with some personality? Let's dive in and see how each brand brings a unique twist to make every bite more special. Let's kick things off with M&M's, the little chocolates that are all about fun. M&M's really know how to keep things exciting with personalized playfulness. Want M&M's in your favorite colors? Done. Want to add your name or even a picture? You got it. These candies aren't just for munching, they're for making a statement. It's why they're perfect for everything from weddings to birthdays and even corporate events. Because who doesn't want a little chocolatey pep talk at work? Imagine watching your M&M's get all dressed up just for you. First, you add your picture and text to the screen in the M&M store. Then the machine will print out a receipt, and you take your cup to pick the candy colors you like. Once you hand your cup to the staff, the customization journey begins. The candies are poured into a big machine, and all you need to do is wait until your customized M&M's come out into the cup. It's like M&M's are getting tattoos, but way less painful. The whole process is like a candy makeover show. It's fun, it's colorful, and it leaves you with M&M's that are truly one of a kind. Next up, let's talk about Oreos, the cookies that refuse to stay the same. Oreo's idea of customization, flavors, baby, and lots of them. They're all about seasonal and holiday releases. Think spooky orange filling for Halloween or festive red and green for Christmas. It's like Oreo knows exactly how to match your mood for every occasion. Ready to make your very own custom Oreo? Let's get creative. First up, select your cream filling. You've got some tasty choices: classic white, festive birthday cake, or bold red. Just pick whichever suits your mood or your favorite color. Once you've chosen your cream, just hit continue to move on. After that, it's all about layering on the magic: fudge, sprinkles, text, and even packaging that's as sweet as the cookie inside. And now, it's time for KitKat, the adventurous one of the bunch. KitKat loves to get experimental, and they take their customization to the next level, especially in Japan. You've got flavors like matcha, sake, and yes, even wasabi for when you're feeling extra daring. It's like KitKat looked at the world and said, let's make a flavor for everything. They're not just about creating a snack, they're creating an experience. During cherry blossom season, you can grab a special chocolate KitKat, making it feel like you're literally eating spring. And if that's not enough, KitKat even has chocolatory specialty stores where you can walk in and create your own custom KitKat. You pick the chocolate, the toppings, it's like Willy Wonka's workshop, but you're the boss. KitKat doesn't just want you to eat a break, they want you to make a break. During cherry blossom season, you can grab a special chocolate KitKat, making it feel like you're literally eating spring. And if that's not enough, KitKat even has chocolatory specialty stores where you can walk in and create your own custom KitKat. You pick the chocolate, the toppings, it's like Willy Wonka's workshop, but you're the boss. KitKat doesn't just want you to eat a break, they want you to make a break. So what's the deal with these three brands and their customization styles? Well, M&M's are all about making it personal: colors, messages, images, whatever makes it yours. It's like the perfect gift that's also edible. Oreo, on the other hand, is all about keeping it playful: new flavors and seasonal additions to keep you guessing and collecting. And KitKat? KitKat is the flavor explorer, bringing us on a wild adventure of regional flavors, seasonal specials, and DIY experiences that make every KitKat bar an adventure in itself. Each brand brings its own spin to customization, and they all know how to keep us coming back for more. Whether you want to personalize your candy colors, try a dragon-themed cookie, or explore matcha-flavored chocolate, these treats have got something for everyone. So go ahead, get playful, get personal, and definitely don't forget to have a break. Sustainability. Alright, snack lovers, let's talk sustainability because M&M, Oreo, and KitKat are all doing their part to make our favorite treats a little kinder to the planet. Think of it as chocolate with a conscience. But they aren't stopping at cocoa. These brands are also jumping on the renewable energy train. A lot of their factories are going green powered by wind or solar energy, making sure all that chocolate making doesn't take too much of a toll on the environment. Imagine your favorite KitKat being made with sunshine, kind of makes it even more cheerful, right? Then there's the pesky plastic problem. M&M, Oreo, and KitKat are all working to make their packaging recyclable or reusable by 2025, so that when you finish that delicious snack, you don't have to feel too guilty about the wrapper. They're aiming for a future where every wrapper gets a second life, maybe even as another snack wrapper circle of life. They've also got their sights set on cutting down water use and greenhouse gas emissions because nobody wants their cookies to come with a side of environmental damage. So next time you're twisting, licking, dunking, or snapping your way through an Oreo, M&M, or KitKat, know this: you're not just satisfying your sweet tooth, you're also supporting some solid efforts to protect our planet. And hey, that makes every bite taste a little bit sweeter. And there you have it, a day with M&M, Oreo, and KitKat is more than just a tasty journey. Each treat has its own special place, from colorful anytime M&Ms to a comforting Oreo afternoon break, and the iconic snap of a KitKat to wind down the day. Behind every bite is a world of craftsmanship, personalization, and sustainability. These brands aren't just about satisfying our sweet tooth. They're about tradition, creativity, and making sure we can enjoy them for years without harming our planet. Thanks for joining us on this behind-the-scenes adventure into the world of M&M, Oreo, and KitKat. We hope you enjoyed exploring how these iconic treats come to life and make our days a little sweeter. If you had fun on this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite way to enjoy these classics. Do you twist, lick, and dunk, or break and share? Let us know!